Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hey, Vincent. Hey, Todd. Somebody else is
Hello, Marianne.
Hey, how are you? I haven't seen you for a while.
I'm hiding.
Have you? Oh, okay. We'll let you hide only for a few, though. All right. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be doing the call tonight because Tom and Denise are traveling, and James is out hunting. So we'll have some fun while everybody's off.
Yeah, there's a bulb out. I knew there was a bulb out. There's 3 bulbs inside that light them up. And the last one is, remember they're encased in a little white plastic.
Is that you, Vincent?
Actually,
All right. See what we got going on. And Pamela's not here tonight because she's at an event. So,
Find a place to put it.
is that your light bulb conversation over there?
That's my light bulb conversation. One of the Halloween things.
Oh, I see.
There's some light bulbs out.
Oh, you're getting ready for oh my gosh. Yeah, right?
We have the pumpkins up and everything already.
Already?
Ready.
It's crazy. Is it already fall there? I mean, it was 90 degrees here today. I can't get into Halloween yet. Hi, Brenda.
It was 74 here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad.
We were used to 100 for the last 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I'm in Colorado then. Well, good. Who else is on? Oh, let's see. Oh, it's warm there where Brenda is, but cool and damp. Yeah. The thing is, there's like about a 40-degree sway between the highs and the lows right now in Colorado because it really does chill down at night. You know, gets into the 50s for sure, and then up to the 90s during the day. You just never know what to wear. All right, we got a couple minutes. A few more people coming on. I'm just going to look through some stuff here. I was trying to post that video from last night, and for some reason it's not working. I don't know why, but that was really good with Corey Gold. I'm going to talk about that tonight. I'm going to mute you, Vincent. We don't have James on here to tell silly jokes. I feel like there should be some kind of music playing in the background or something. All right, we're getting a few more people. Welcome, welcome. Oh, there goes my alarm. Okay, you guys. Hey, Dr. Lisa, welcome. Okay, so Tom and Denise are traveling. Pamela's gone to an event. James is gone, so it's going to be us. Whoever shows up, that's it. We're going to be the best people, right? So I wanted to talk about a couple things. When I went to the A&MP and got to watch all these different people up on stage, you know, each one of them had some really gold nuggets, right, to hand out. And so one of the gentlemen that was talking, it was John, and Hermazza is, I think is how you say it, Haremza, Hermanza. Oh, hey, Tammy. So anyway, but here's what he was talking about: mindset and attitude. And I think the tweet for the day with longevity was something around your attitude, to change your attitude. So one of the things that he said is to when you walk into a room, do you brighten up the room when you walk in, or do you brighten up the room when you walk out? And I was thinking about that, right? Like sometimes people walk into the room and it's almost like it's like a vacuum, right? They just suck the energy right out of you. And so sometimes what you'll see is people walking into the room and kind of they're in their head and they're not really present, but making somebody present, by giving them a hug and really letting them know that you're there for them, and seeing if that changes. See if that changes. Now, there's some people they're just like that. They walk into a room, they want you to ask them, "Are you okay?" They have their head hanging, and you just feel compelled to ask if they're okay, right? But we don't want to be that person. We want to come in with energy, and I'm going to go into a little bit about what we had Corey Gold on our call last night. It was great on our Educate and Empower call, but he talked about how network marketing is supposed to be fun, right? And so one time I was having lunch with a gentleman. He said, "Be careful," and I'm kind of going into this because somebody was telling me, somebody was approaching them around their business, and they were like, "I'm not so sure I want them to be in my business." And so thinking about this, what this gentleman said to me, he goes, once these people are making money, you can't ever get rid of them, right? These people can come into your life and be there and clearly raise havoc on your business, on the energy. Tammy has some idea here, so you want to be careful about the people that you invite into your business. Now we're doing this 65-minute wake up, and I know you've even heard, Tom and Denise, interviewed a Uber driver and was like, "This guy, we didn't want to talk to him about our business." So, hey, we got Devin on. Welcome. All right, hello. You guys. So, hey, and then Devin, and who's in town? Your brother? I think there's a couple people here from San Antonio.
So I am in town along with my good friend Joshua.
Oh, nice. So so you're going to be at the meeting tonight?
100%. Yes.
All right. Perfect. Awesome. See, I didn't recognize that background. Where are you at?
I'm at a grocery store y'all have here called Safeway or something like that.
Yep. All right. Cool. Very cool. I know right where that's at. Anyway, so on this journey of interviewing people, what we want to make sure is we don't get the wrong kind of people in our business, right? Because we have this community and a culture. And while maybe they'll, go kiss some frogs, like Tom says, go kiss some frogs and come back, and they'll be worth having a conversation with. But just be careful around that. And the other thing this guy said, which I thought was so profound, he said, if you can't change the people around you, which we know what that's like, right? People, you can't change people. They want to be, they can change themselves, but you can't change them. He says, so if you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. Meaning get new people, right? So when things are, I think you've probably heard this before, when things are going bad or something's happening, the best thing to do is to go out and talk to more people, right? And share about your business. So people, whether they're the right people or the wrong people, they continue to influence your life. And so I think I've shared before this book that a friend of mine gave me, having no idea that it was going to be so profound in my life. But one of the things it talked about was, you know, kicking those people to the curb, right? The people that they're not with you, right? They're against you, or they're not supporting you. And so you want to take full responsibility for the people that you're bringing into your life. If they're not the right people, then you got to kind of look in the mirror, right? And say, why am I attracting these kind of people? Similar to some people have come to me and say, you know, everybody I talk to is broke and can't afford these products. Well, I don't want to talk to broke people. I want to talk to people that can afford the products and want to do something about it. So who are you talking to? Who are you interviewing? Who are you attracting and having in conversation? Because we tend to go to those people that we see that they really need this bad. We know they do, but their mindset isn't there. They're not ready to make a decision. They're not really ready, you know, to improve their health. And so we can become exhausted working on and trying to help those people. So one of the things when I'm coaching people, and I might have did this with Tammy when she was out here, but a scale of 1 to 10, right? So kind of categorize these people. We're getting all these interviews and we're talking to all these people in 65 and a wake up. And so what I was saying is we want to find people that are in the sweet spot, right? And so if somebody's a 1, you know, they're the person you see, they're limping across the McDonald's, you know, lobby to go get their jumbo soda and, you know, their cheeseburger. And that's not what, you know, those people are not ready. They're not doing anything healthy. We're not seeing them do anything healthy. So we know that's not where they're at. And then like a 10 is somebody that knows everything. How many times have you, you know, sat down with somebody and you're so excited because, oh, they're a nutritionist or a doctor or a chiropractor or whatever, and they just know everything. They're not ready to hear anything you have to say. So what we want to do is we want to find those people that are in the sweet spot, you know, that are like a 4 to 6 or 7. And those are people that you might run into in a Whole Foods store, or, you know, you might see them at the library reading, you know, health books. Or, one of my guys was like, oh, I knew she was healthy when she asked if there was going to be gluten-free options. And then, you know, you can start to have conversations around that. Let me see who posted that. Let's understand relationships. All right. Everybody has problems. Hurting people hurt people, right? Only by love is love awakened. Mm-hmm. You can only change yourself. You can't change anyone else. Look at you. Life transforming, restorative healing must be experienced in the heart. Correct, not just intellectually. And I think that's sometimes where you, especially in this business, we're so much about personal development and improving ourselves and becoming better leaders. And so, you know, one of the things that, and we talked about this last night, is it's, you know, you can lead yourself to a 1-star, but you have to become a leader to become a 2-star and a 3-star and a 5-star, because now you need to lead people. And learning how to be empathetic, you know, with people is a huge leadership skill. I had no idea until I read, you know, John Maxwell around leadership. But you want to look for those people, and you can hear it in their language, you can hear it in their conversation. You see what they're doing. They're talking about great books, whatever it is. And so I just wanted to emphasize really inviting the right people into your business. Now, Corey was talking about last night, Dr. Corey Gold was on our call. And what he talked about was nobody wants to go to another meeting, right? People who are working all day. But 2 things. Here's what I thought was interesting. He goes, I'm not looking for people who are desperate. He goes, because those people, you know, you become desperate, and then the people that you're bringing in are desperate. And so all you're getting is a lot of desperation. You want people who can purchase these products. And I'm not saying that, because I was desperate, right, when I came in. And for me, it took a long time for me to start attracting people who could afford the products, because I just kept running into people who were just like me, who were broke. So I had to do a lot of personal development. I had to kiss a couple frogs, but really learn a lot about myself and then how to attract those kind of people. And so, I mean, there's tons of books. We talk about them all the time. Tom has a great list of books that he recommends around personal development outside of his, GoPro books and what have you. But there's Michael Singer and Brene Brown and Amy Cuddy. These are all great authors, and they all have a ton of great books. And so, check those out in Audible or Amazon. And but this other book that a friend of mine gave me, when I realized that, and this was before I got into a lot of deep personal development and longevity and network marketing, was a book about, who are you hanging around with. And so they defined your friends, and define them any way you want, but they defined people as sharks, tunas, and dolphins. And so the sharks are people kind of like what I was talking about, the people that they do when they walk. Do they walk in the room? Do they brighten the room? Oh, Tom is calling me. All right, hang on. He must feel lonely. Hold on one second. Hello? Hello? Okay, evidently I did not confirm Tom's reservation for his extension on his hotels in Singapore. So hopefully they can still get in. Oh my goodness. All right. Anyway, where was I? Sorry about that, you guys. So everyone is important and they want to be respected. You never know who they know. And so back to the sharks, a lot of my friends who were sharks introduced me to people who were not sharks. Okay? A lot of my tuna friends are friends who pretty much just they don't support you. They're just kind of there. Like I had a friend when I was getting promoted, and they said in this company that I worked in, they said, well, good luck with that. And it's almost like those kind of people who, just like this business, longevity, right? They're like, oh, good luck with that. They're not there to support you, right? And so it's like, those people you don't go to when you need it, when you have an issue or you want to build on something or you want to ask questions.
You are not eating it.
Uh-oh. Anyway, so, and then there's the dolphins, and I always wanted to swim with the dolphins. And that's where once I started realizing the like-minded people, but I wasn't in the state that I am today, right? Are you in the same state that you were when you came into longevity? Or are you in a different state of mind? Are you in a different place? I mean, at some point when I would walk into a room, I was so depressed. I had no hope. I had no idea where I was going. I had no clue, and I needed a lot of work. And so I did in a lot of ways. I didn't brighten the room. I sucked the life out of people. I know I did. And when I realized all of this, that I was the shark, just as much as my other shark friends, that I needed to change. And so when I decided to do that, when I saw a way to do that, which is what longevity showed me hope, right? And so when you're looking and interviewing these people, and this is what I wanted to say, like when you get to the point and you're ready to ask them to join you in this business, you want to make sure that you really want them to join you in this business. Whether they have to go kiss some frogs or do some personal development, or if they're worth your investment, worth your time in helping them move on to this next level. Because it takes a lot of time, right? It took a lot of time for the people around me to do that. And so, does anybody have any questions around that or stories that they want to share? Since you guys were all sitting there so nicely and quietly. Yes, Ruth Ellen.
I have a couple questions.
Okay.
What book are you reading?
Oh.
I got on a few minutes late. Sorry about that.
Today, so Brene Brown, Rising Strong, is one of the books. Michael Singer, and that was, hold on, she's got two great books, and one of them is around letting go. And that is an awesome, awesome book, especially if you hang on to stuff in your relationships, right, in your family, and you're never ready to forgive anybody. And every time something else happens, that they're doing it just to get back at you, or you know what I mean? When they're not really they don't even know that they're even doing that. So it's Michael Singer. Oh, Untethered Soul.
Oh, that's a good book.
Yeah. So that's a great book. The book, are you talking about the book that my friend gave me? It's called The Wealthy Spirit. And
I have that book.
Yeah.
That's where the sharks came from.
What's that?
That's where the sharks came from.
Yes. The daily affirmations. And so a friend gave me that just to be nice and didn't know how revolutionary it was going to be.
I have that right in that cabinet right there.
It's a great book. Does anybody else have anything they want to ask or, suggest, or that they want to know, books around things that you might be struggling with? I had to get, for me, because how I was talking about the money, I had to study money for a long time to change my money mindset, because I was raised with lack, and I was told that rich people aren't nice, and this was all those money doesn't grow on trees, and never dreaming of above and beyond what I currently had. So does anybody have anything around that? Do we want to do LDS? No. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, you guys. I'm a little flustered about this hotel reservation because I did just look it up and it said, please advise if you would like to proceed with this extension, and evidently I never replied. So I'm hoping they can get into the hotel. Anyway, okay. So what else? What else do you guys want to talk about? Anything? Oh, one of the things I wanted to talk about, Corey was like, just make this thing fun. We were starting to talk about that in meetings and stuff. And he goes, have some little snacks and have an event and be fun about it. But know, that you want to invite, again, when we're talking about that, inviting, the people into the room and then saying, if this doesn't sound good, then, I know you guys got to leave. I know you got other commitments or what have you. But if you want to hear more, let's talk about it. And so be okay letting people tell you no in a way that it's made so that, you're still their friend, even if they say no. Because you never know, right? You never know when people are going to come back to you. What's that, Ruth?
And last night he was saying to invite your friends to just be a seat warmer.
Right.
Kind of fill the room so that the one person that's showing up that you invited doesn't feel like they're the only one, and, go out for pizza or do ice cream or
Yeah, do fun things. Yeah, that's
really
what he said. I just need you to come and just have you help me fill the room, and let's just have some fun and make it lighthearted and not so detailed. We talked about doing so many, getting too detailed about it. And it's the same thing, having events, right? To move people from one event to the next event. And even if you're just inviting friends to just go out for pizza one night, like you said, or, and just say, hey, let's just go have whatever and have a good time, or miniature golf or bowling, or doing different things that are fun that people can interact and do what they need to do. So what else? Anybody? Dr. Lisa, you're smiling. Do you have something you want to offer?
I'm just wondering how Dr. Wallach's Zoom is going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And I can't imagine him on a Zoom.
You know what? He just did a Zoom with us, and he was awesome. He was on the 1-star call, and he actually was really, really good. He did really good.
Yeah,
so
I was on that call.
Zoom tonight. We have a meeting going on, and so it's at 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, I have to miss it too myself. I have a call.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Too, but I've just that's been distracting me. Just thinking about, I think it's going to be an awesome Zoom.
He did awesome.
I can't imagine how many, people are going to be on and whatnot. But I was thinking about merging all the different systems that we have, the 65 Wake Up, contact mapping, now the app, and, the new app, the upcoming app for the symptoms and stuff. And, I think that one of the things that I've had to do, because I'm nothing like I was when I first started this business. Mm-hmm. I've done a lot of personal development, and I've been recruiting people, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're a doctor, so you could do this." You're better at this than I am, and I'm like, you have no idea. All of a sudden, they know that I'm a board certified family physician. I'm retired, but I've got all this knowledge, but all of a sudden everybody knows more about minerals and supplements than I do.
Right.
And, I say it's not about me. And one of the things that has really changed is that I really purpose to not make it about me and not make it about what I know about the minerals and what, it's like, I would be honored to help you with your problem if you would let me, or if I love the Paul Croto's thing. If I send you this video, would you look at it? Or if I send you this link, would you click on it? Or if I send you this document, would you read it?
Right.
But it's making it about them.
Right.
And the beginning of that transformation for me, I think, was the coffee shop interview and 65 and Wake Up. So, but I love the tools that are coming out, but I just have to keep everything in my mind. Like, do I send them, what link, what video, whatever. So it's great. It's a great problem to have all of these things we have to, choose from and sort through. But I love that we have systems that people can just, dive into and focus on. So.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that the tools, it's important to know who you are and how you function, because for me, certain tools I use and other tools I won't. And so it's taken me time to figure out which tools are easiest for me to do the things that I need to do with it. So you're right. There's lots of great tools out there. And one of the things Dr. Corey, and I'll get to you, Tammy, in just a second, but one of the things Dr. Corey said, because I've got, some doctors in my downline, and, they are the same way. It's like there's so much information. And Dr. Corey said, just tell them that, it's a box of magic, basically. It's a magic box, right? And it's going to do some amazing things. So not to get into all the details. And I'm sure, you have that because you're a doctor, they think you should be able to just do this, and they can't do it because they're not a doctor. But really, you want to let some of that go, right?
Yeah. So they'll ask me, what is this? I don't know. What does horsetail do? I don't know. It's just good stuff. Trust me, get it.
Trust me, it works. It's magic. It does things.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. Tammy, what do you want to say?
Well, I was just going to say that part of it is like, some of you guys know that I've been doing workout. I started doing Muscle Shack a few months ago and everything. And I'm like kicking it in terms of for my age group. I'm like beating out the 20 and 30-year-olds, and people are starting to notice. They're like starting to ask my trainer, like, what is she drinking, man? And he's like, you need to ask her, because he knows that, like I'm doing all this nutritional stuff. And it's kind of funny because, so like this morning I was listening to the Hair on Fire, and I was like, I really need to kick this up a notch, because I haven't really been pushing too much. And Adrian's been asking me like, why hasn't he gotten on board? And I'm like, well, he's got some issues that are going on right now. So I've been kind of kicking off of him off, backing off a little bit. But on Friday, I said, I keep promoting your business. I keep bringing you customers. I said, I keep bringing customers to your church, people to your church, not customers, people to your church, recommending your church. I recommend the coffee place that you go to. I recommend all these different things, and I'm doing all this stuff. And I said, what's going on? Like, what, like, you already know that I'm really, really strong. You like the fact that I'm like really pure, healthy, all this stuff. And so I said, when are you going to start promoting me? And so he goes, yeah, I've been thinking about that. I need to do that. So then today I come in after we were talking about Hair on Fire this morning, talking about where all the places that Wallach was going to be. And I remember how Lanny tells us, hey, if anything's within 5 hours of you, you need to go. And so I was like, oh, I think he said, or she said that that Dr. Wallach was going to be over in Oregon. So I looked up and I was like, oh, cool. Tuesday, November 13th. He's going to be over there in Gresham, Oregon. So I went today. Actually, before I even went, I put on my refrigerator, I put on the calendar, I said, you are going to go to the meeting in Gresham, and you're going to go with Nate, which is my trainer's name. And so I put that on my calendar. I was like, so now I have to tell him what he's going to do. Right. So I went in there and I told him, I said, I'm giving you 2 months notice, but you and I are going on a trip to Gresham, Oregon on November 13th. I said, you'll train me in the morning, and then we're leaving on this trip, and we're going to go to Gresham, Oregon. And I said, it'll be a late night, so make sure you're all rested because, and I said, and we're going to invite as many people as we possibly can. If we have to get a bus, we'll do that because he has this CDL that he drives like a church bus. Mm. So I said, so if we have to borrow a church bus, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get as many people as we can. He's like, okay. So I said, because you've been training with me long enough that you and I need to get on the same page. And I said, and this is the only way I know how to do that, because I said, you're not going to get it until you actually hear the man talk himself. So he was like, all right. And so I sent him the information and he's like, okay, I've got it on my calendar. So now we're going to start inviting people. I'm like, oh my stars. And I said, because all these people here at Muscle Shack, they all are interested in getting fit. They're all interested in getting into health. And they're always asking me what I'm drinking and I won't answer the question. So I said, we're going to invite them all. We're going to put it up on a poster. We're going to put, hey, you want to know what she's drinking? You have to come to this meeting. Yeah. So anyway, some of it is just you have to lean in and you have, because like I've been building the rapport, like I come in and I've got like 9 CSIs to follow up every single week. I'm like following up. I'm running next door talking to this person or that person because I've been networking. So now it's time to start reaping. I've sowed, now it's time to reap. So anyway, I don't know. I mean, it's just like, you build the rapport with people and then there comes a time when you just have to kick it up. So anyway.
And then, yeah, you're right. And then you move into the next spot. And that, Corey was talking about that too. How many times did we do, we're buying Girl Scout cookies and supporting people, like you said,
right.
You're promoting his gym. And then we do this all the time for our friends. And so why can't we ask them to, support us? I think I see Tom there.
Yeah, I thought I saw him.
Tom, are you there?
Tommy? Of course. How are you guys?
We're good.
What's going on?
We're just talking about, Tammy was sharing about the gentleman that she works out with and how she finally just told him he's gonna come and watch Dr. Wallach talk, and he was like, okay. So how do we, hey, look at you. Oh my God, everything work out? I feel so bad. Oh my goodness. Did you must be.
Everything is great. Singapore is beautiful. You can see out the window there. This is in our room. We chose I hate high hotels. They wanted to put us really up in the air and we could have seen forever, but then you're on elevators forever and it just bugs me. So I am thrilled to death that this is what we've got. But this is the hotel with the 3 swimming pools at the very top of it. So it's going to really be cool. The three towers, and then the swimming pools connect them on the roof. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but
yeah.
On the airplane,
on their Facebook page, you got to check it out.
Yeah, it's cool.
So we'll get out of here. I just wanted to check in with everybody and tell you we love you. The coffee shop interview continues. We interviewed a guy that looked like a house. He was the biggest guy you've ever seen with tattoos head to toe. And he was the bodyguard for a billionaire that's here for a conference with Mike Milken. And he's a single guy, lives in Austin, Texas, has a girlfriend, travels the world with this guy just being his bodyguard. He was in the airplane with us and just adorable. But everywhere you turn, you guys, there is somebody that really needs you. And if you just learn to be interested instead of interesting, it will make all the difference in the world. And Tammy, I know Sanjeev and Adrian had a conversation on your behalf today. And I'll tell you, every one of you knows somebody who knows somebody that's awesome. And all you got to do is continue to remember that. Continue to use the app. If you go to contactmapping.com, it looks a lot different than it did yesterday. But I'll tell you one thing right now, it is on. And it is wonderful. And every one of us have a chance to really, really own our life and have this life. And I don't know if you saw Denise's airplane seat on the airplane, but when you get to, we've been gone for 24 hours, which is a long airplane trip, but I literally slept 22 of them. I just took a big long nap, Denise watched TV and stuff like that. I just slept and wrote my book. And yeah, she said she slept about 6 hours. But I want that for you guys. I want you guys to have the most extraordinary lives. So we love you. We'll keep posting Facebook Lives and things like that as this gets more exciting. And I'm going to run up to the top floor. And if there's a chance for me to do a live with you there so you can see the top floor, I'll try that in the next 5-10 minutes. So get ready. I'm probably coming back on just to show you what it looks like up high. I love you guys. Thanks for letting me be a part of this for a minute. And let's keep her moving. Here we go. Bye-bye.
All right, love
It's
you.
all yours, Mar. Great job, Marianne.
Love you. I don't know if you guys saw the movie Crazy Rich Asians or something like that. Have you seen that movie? The party they have is at the top of that hotel where Tom and staying. So it's pretty crazy. That's the place, and it's not that expensive. Fortunately, when I booked the room, or didn't book the room, but I'm so glad they made it into a place. But anyway, so I don't even remember where we were. Do you guys remember? Oh, we were talking about being more intentional and leaning in and really asking the people around you to support you in the endeavors. And so I wanted to talk about 2 more things, and then maybe Tom will get on here. But I'm reading the book. It's called, I do a lot of leadership training with Simon Sinek, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he wrote the book. He wrote the book. Somebody's making some noise, but I'm not sure who that is. Oh, maybe you, Tammy. I'll mute you. Oh, there you go. He wrote the book to start with why, and then he also wrote a book called Find Your Why. And it's written around business, but the premise is really still the same. But one of the things that I was taking some notes on is we're going to have a meeting tonight, and depending on if we have guests or whatever, we'll do it a certain way. But when you tell the story, right, when you are passionate and tell your story, and I don't know if you guys were there when Tom and Scott and those guys were talking about how important your story is around longevity and why you're here. But having that, what are you doing now? I'm growing this business in order to help other people that were in the same situation that I was in. We're just an extra $200, $300, $400 a month, could change my life, and it did. And so what is your mission in longevity? What is it that you're really passionate about that you're doing here? And anyway, so I'm reading that book now, Find Your Why, and it gives you a kind of a step-by-step, what do I want to say, like training, like how to train people around how to find their why. And again, it's based on business, but again, that's what we're doing, right? So what is our passion in longevity? What is it that that people can buy into? The last thing I wanted to be was a vitamin salesperson. How about you guys? That's not why I'm in longevity, right? I'm in longevity to be bigger than that, to do more than that, to change people's lives. I couldn't do it with what I was doing before. And I realized that. And I realized when I sat down with my friends across the table, and my thing is I wrote down what I wanted to be doing, and I said I want to get paid to have coffee with my friends. Everybody looked at me and laughed. But guess what? I get paid to have coffee with my friends and sit down and find out how they're doing and what's going on in their life and how I can serve them, how I can best serve them. And I can best serve them with longevity in so many different ways. And so when the concept of, being a vitamin salesperson, and I never wanted to be in sales. And then I ended up owning my own business and had to sell. But we're selling all the time. I don't care what you say. You are selling all the time. You're either selling me you can't sell. You're selling me that, right? Or you're selling me that you can sell. And I've sat in the room with people that can do both. I'm a great salesman, but I don't think I can do this business. Or people that say, I can't sell, but I don't think I can do this business. So the old saying, whatever you believe is the truth. And so start believing something different. And so wrapping your head around this passion. And so what he said was have everybody kind of tell their story, and you guys can do this amongst, you know, people that you have on your team or whatever, and you tell your story of why you're here, right? What was going on? How did you feel when you got into longevity? How excited were you? You know, it's crazy because I've been here 8 years and I'm still excited. And I mean, you know, I had lots of jobs I was never that excited about, but I'm still excited about longevity. And so you want that energy and that passion, right, to pass it on to the people around you, because that's what people are looking for. They want to follow that energy. They want to be entertained in a way, right? Because everything else is just mundane. But tell each other your stories and then listen to the words that you use. Oh, do you want to say something, Dr. Lisa? What's that?
Tom's on the roof.
Oh, is he on? Is he on? Oh my goodness, where is he? I don't see him.
Guy
on the roof now.
Oh, you are? Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. Let me put you on the big screen. Did I get him?
You can't see me?
Well, it's a little hazy, but I'm putting you on. I keep trying to
All
spotlight.
right, wait till you see this.
For some reason, it's not working.
Yeah, so
Oh, there we go. There we go. No, there. Are you up there? There. Oh my God. I don't know. The connection's not all that great. Can you guys see him on there? Oh, we must have lost him. Do you see him again? I can't see him. Did we lose him? I think we did. But anyway, we'll maybe he'll try to come back. We'll see if we can get him. Let me know if you see him come back on. But it's true, you know, just understanding where you are in your heart around this business and why you came in the beginning and what the excitement that you had and why you're still here. Because, you know, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people come and go from the time that I've been here. And there's people that, you know, we're still here. Those of us that are still here. And somebody said to me, I was talking to them and they said, oh, it looks like he might be trying to get back on. I see his name, but I don't see a photo. I don't see a video yet. But, you know, why are you still here? And so figure out a mission statement in your own business of using the language of why you're still doing longevity and why you're so passionate about it. Hey, Tom. Let's see if I can. Hey, Tom. Oh, I lost him again. Oh, shoot. Tom, are you there?
yeah, I'm here. Can you see me?
I'm looking for you. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I can see you now. Hold on here. I spotlighted you. Or I'm trying to spotlight you for some reason. Hold on. Maybe I can do this. Oh, I can't see you now, Tom. We'll have to try. I don't know. We might have to try that again. Does anybody want to add anything while we're waiting for Tom to figure it out? Devin, you've been here a long time. Talk a little bit about that. Can you?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about, you've been around for a long time, and why are you still here?
Wow, that's awesome. Yes, so having clarity as far as my purpose and my vision, the things I wish to manifest, still has not come to fruition, right? And even if it does, I do achieve that level of success, if you will. I feel in my heart of hearts what will continue to drive me in this business, in this industry, in this company of longevity is the fact that so many people are out there suffering, right? And I just have that heart, that compassion in my mind, in my spirit to go out and make a difference, you know what I mean? And make a positive impact on as many human beings as I possibly can and teach people. I love the profession. I love the company. I love everything that it stands for, and I'm on fire every single day. I cultivate relationships. Tom was saying it could be around the corner. Anyone and everyone I come across, I just ask questions, I build relationship, and I love it. That's what fuels me. Being able to make a difference and provide value for them in any way, shape, or form, if it's through their products, if it's through the community, the culture, the business model, that's what fuels me. That's what keeps me going. That's what wakes my eyes up in the middle of the morning is, just contribution. It's that growth mentality and being able to know I can have an impact in somebody's life. That's what kind of juices me up, so to speak. And that's why I got involved in this profession, in this company. And my background is in personal training, in fitness, in nutrition. And it just coupled perfectly together with longevity.
Yeah, and interesting enough, the person that brought you guys here is no longer here.
Correct.
Right?
That's a very good point.
So, yeah, a lot of us are here, and the people that brought us here are long gone. Ruth Ellen, do you want to share a little bit? Because you've been around. How long have you been here? Uh-oh. I can't, for some reason. Hold on here. Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I've been with Longevity since February of 2015.
Yeah, so a couple years.
Yeah. and it's changed my life. And literally, it's changed my life, in so many ways. I've been able to take care of my family at different times through my journey with longevity. I was able to go and work because I can work anywhere, and I took care of my uncle when he had surgery for colon cancer, and I got him on a nutritional program, and I worked with his doctor to help get him, healthier. I've been able to go take care of my mom and do things that benefited my family. I was able to give my mom time while she still remembered me.
Right.
I was able to give her time. And just recently, I was able to give my grandkids time because they needed me. And I literally haven't been able to work more than a little bit in the last 4 months. And, that's important to me because they needed me. Otherwise, they would have been in foster care,
Yeah.
So, and through this, with my customers, I have seen people, well, not literally seen, but talked to people on the phone that couldn't walk 5 feet without pain. And now they can walk down to the end of the block without their cane or pain. I helped them find a way to get their life back.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Wow. I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry.
But it's true.
But I couldn't have afforded to do any of that without longevity at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
So did I freeze? Because my thing just said your internet's unstable.
It's a good face. It's not a bad face. Oh, there. Now you're back. I've seen people freeze in some crazy configuration before, and it's like.
Yeah, so I don't know. What was the last thing you heard me say?
Oh, you were getting a little emotional, but yeah. But that's true. I've been, like I said, the person that signed me up is still here. The person that signed her up, those people, there's like a big gap of people that are just, they just kind of disappeared. And so, Tom is like, I don't know, 7 or 8 levels above me. So it's not like I'm directly, under him. And I've built my own team. I've worked hard and I don't know if you guys know, a few months ago, or it wasn't even last month, I can't believe I'm not wearing my super glasses here, because I had such eye fatigue from being on the computer all day long at work and then going home at night that I've really had to back off on this computer stuff. So the crazy thing was, when I finally got into the eye doctor, they told me, she said, well, you know, your prescription has changed. And I thought, oh no, what is going on, you know? And she goes, it's actually gotten better. So some of the strain might have been that my prescription wasn't working anymore because my eyes are improving, right? And I'm taking the Vision FX and the Occutive and what have you. But, you know, it's because I'm so I love doing this. And so I just kept pushing myself. And then I'd be like, I can't even see today. And then the next day would be a little better. And I'd be like, oh, I'm getting better. And then the next day I couldn't even focus. It was horrible. So I really should be wearing these while I'm on the computer. But anyway, yeah, it's changed my life in so many ways. It's changed my kids' life because I've been in this since, you know, for 8 years. They were 8 years younger, and both of my kids are really into nutrition and health and you know, just knowing what they know, what they've learned from Sanjeev's, they've learned from Ben Fuchs. They love those guys. You know, so changing people's lives is what we're doing here. And so that's where, when you tell your story, when you're sharing with someone why you are doing longevity, that's where people go, whoa, that's impressive. I want to do something like that, right? I don't want to be just a vitamin salesperson. Okay. We have someone else with their hand up. All right, go ahead. Kayla, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. I actually just got off work, so I'm a little tired, but I heard you say that you take, this is a product question. I heard you mention that you take Occutive. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to see, how long have you been taking it and how has it been helping you? Because I've had an long eyesight issue, long distance, since I was like young, since I was like 8 years old. I've been using glasses. I'm currently supposed to be wearing my glasses, but it's just a habit that I've had since I was little. I've always hated wearing glasses, and I never wanted to put a plastic contact in my eye because I was always terrified of that. So yeah. That's something that I long for, is to have better eyesight. I'm afraid I'll be blind in the future.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and that was, you know, because I mean, obviously I'm 61 now, right? And so I started wearing glasses when I was 40, and I have a little bit of a stigmatism or whatever. But that's what I kept thinking is, oh, it's just going to get worse. And when I went in a few years ago for my eye exam, she said, your prescription has hardly changed for like, it was like several years since I've been in. And so now with the Occutive, and then I'm also doing the Vision FX. So I don't know, I think maybe you want to do two. I mean, the Occutive is kind of new, and really, prior to this eye issue, I've just been mostly on the 90, right? And adding a few of the secret sauce in there. But anyway, so if you want to, just test it out, improve your eyesight. Now I have to get a new prescription and new glasses. So I'm going to get the glasses that have the Blu-ray already in there. So I don't have to worry about
I love it. I love that you're wearing double glasses.
I know. These are James calls them my birth control glasses. That's what he said. He goes, nobody's going out. Well, thank God I'm far beyond that. So I'm not worried about wearing them. But, but we all have to think about that, because we're on our computers, we're on our phones, we're on our iPads. And it's, anyway, not to lecture, but I'm lecturing just a little bit. But these are $8 on $8.95 or something like that on Amazon. So I got two pair, one for work and one for home. But anyway, all right, you guys, does anybody have anything else? We'll just have like a couple minutes. Does anybody want to share why they're here, why they are, never left?
Well, I'd like to share.
Okay.
Okay, so I've known about longevity for the past year. It's about to be 2 years soon. Through Shannon. I think Shannon's on Zoom. Through Shannon, I met Devin and Dylan. And I've had a lot of life changes throughout the past 2 years. Like, in the beginning, it was very overwhelming because so much was just going on. Like, I was just my frequency was rising higher, and I was losing relationships and stuff like that. I was disconnecting with habits that no longer served me, friendships that no longer served me. And so it was kind of it was rough, but at the same time it was leading to a betterment life. And so I'm still here with Longevity because I love the industry. Thankful for the mentors in my life, like Shannon, Dylan, and Devin, because of the information they send me. And so studying the industry is great. I believe in the industry, and I believe in longevity itself and what Dr. Wallet has to offer and helping everybody out there in this world. And what I'm doing right now, I've been on my own project the past 2 months, getting into hip hop dancing. And wow. I love it. That's my passion. Dancing has been my passion since I was little. But I've always loved dancing, but I never knew it was my passion till recently. In the past few months, I had some friends point it out, like, you should definitely get into like hip hop classes. So I did, and ever since then, I realized I'm gonna use hip hop fitness while taking the product and attract people through that on becoming, healthier and more vibrant dancers, and then through that also help families and serve them in some kind of way. So I stay here because I believe in the product. I want to experience new product, for example, my eyesight, and I know that there's so much out there, so much product out there to experience to become a better human being inside and out. So I love the team that we have here in San Antonio, and I can't wait to have teams around the world eventually. It does take a lot to get to that point, but I listened to this podcast today talking about pain. And for us to go through, for us to get to success, we have to realize the pain that we go through, because a lot of successful people that are already up there, they don't really bring up the part where it was painful to get to where they're at. They talk about just, you can do it, you can do this, and then you can do that. But really, like, you have to just be realistic and know that it's going to be painful to be successful. And but once you're there, it's going to be amazing to help everyone along the way, and once you're at the top. So I hope, I root and I hope for all of us on here to continue and hit each and every goal that we want, even though the hard days come by. I love that you're talking about the why, because we have to know our why. And so I'm working on that every day to know exactly why I do this. So I do it for my family, myself, and for the Longevity Nation. So I love y'all, everyone. Sending love and support.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're so cute. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And, really, because I look at people like, Kayla and Devin and Dylan and these guys, and I think, oh my gosh, I wish I could have just wrapped my head around this, right, when I was their age. And how many times people came to me and, oh, that's a scam, oh, whatever my belief was, right? And I allowed that belief for a very long time, So I'm excited to see young people really embracing what it is that's here, the opportunity and this profession, and just engaging it and embracing it. All right, you guys, it's like 5:29. Let's get the heck out of here. Go have fun. Go meet some great new people. Lean in. And I'll unmute you guys so we can all say.
Yes, I'm just trying to, let me get out of this call.
Good night and have a blessed one.
All right. Thanks, Vincent. We love you.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Love you guys. Thanks for being on. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good night.
You were awesome.
You are.
Oh, who's yelling?
Great call. Thank you.
Right.
All right, you guys. Love you guys.
You're awesome, Marianne. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Marianne. You're great.
Thank you. All right. Take care.
Thanks, Marianne.
Marianne.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Dr. Lisa.